Hello. This episode will be a little different, or this next series of episodes will be a little different. We will be doing a table read of a screenplay that a good friend of mine and I wrote about 4 years ago.
I was going to say, you're going to call yourself that good friend? This is Nathaniel. That's Evan. We got a lot of people here.
We have David here. Then I have my good friend Doug, who I've mentioned a few times on this podcast. He's here. He's not going to say anything. He's just staring at me. Then I have my younger sister here, and then we have Doug's friend, Jennifer. So we are all here. You can't hear any of them right now because we're getting ready to start. We're just going to do this. Hopefully, we can get through this, in a good time, good time period, and get this without laughing and peeing our pants. Okay. With that all being said,
Promised Land.
Doug's opening a window.
It's a little toasty.
It's a little toasty.
A little bit.
Toasty.
All right, so Promised Land. This is a script written by Evan Salabaria and Douglas Northcutt. Northcutt. Oh, that is right. That
Totally
is a
didn't
cool
butcher
name.
your last name, buddy.
Salabaria. All right. So Act 1, we've got John as a narrator. I don't need to read that. It opens up with John narration.
I know. Sorry. Okay.
So narration.
Alright. Hi. My name is John Moore. Before the Noah's Ark Project, I was living in New York and was a journalist. Okay, I can start that over.
Just go.
I was living in New York and was a journalist for the New York Times. I had just graduated. Sorry.
Dude, there's no pressure.
I know.
It's like, have you ever read this?
I have, but
I mean, you wrote it, so like, it should come back in a few minutes.
This is all surprise to him. He just went like this, and this
He's like, wait a second, he's a journalist in New York? What?
Whoa!
I know.
That's a good story right there.
I had just graduated and was beginning to start my new life. Life was simple. Gas was $4 a gallon. Didn't have cable. Barely had enough for groceries. Never mind. Life wasn't that simple. But then I got engaged, and life started to get better. Life was good. But then it happened. Some crazy doctor thought that he had the cure for ADD, or early stages of Asperger's. He had a massive clinical trial, hoping to clear up his patients' Asperger's. However, it drove nearly all of them insane, leading many of them to have aneurysms or die of heart attacks due to pure shock. They tended to the ones that survived the trial, but the ones they threw in the morgue... Wait.
Yes, just keep going.
Oh, that's so bad! Okay, sorry, I'll reread that, sorry. They tended to the ones that survived, but they threw the other ones in the morgue. Then soon after, the whole hospital was infected, and that's when it started to spread. The outbreak started in New York and began to spread quickly across the East Coast. Within a week, all of New York was turned. And then came Noah's Ark, a plan to cleanse the U.S. and save its people. Me and Rachel barely survived the first cleansing rallies, packed up our stuff and started west. Hopefully, we could get a boat, maybe, and get the hell out of this country.
End narration. Scene 1, John in a tree, midday. He closes his notebook and glances at the picture of him and a woman together, taped to his notebook. Oh, wait, that was right. And glances at a picture of him and a woman together, taped to his notebook before putting it back in his backpack. He then glances down at the zombie below his feet. He reaches up, plucks a berry out of the tree, and flicks it at the zombie's head. He places his foot over the zombie's face, steps off, crushing the zombie's head as John lands on the ground. Opening credits. John comes across a bunny caught in a trap and figures it is an easy lunch. He gets caught up in a counter trap, gets hit in the head, and gets knocked out. He wakes up an hour later with zombies clawing at him from below. John starts to search for his knife.
So, how's it going up there?
John looks around, trying to find the source of the voice. The unknown man snaps and waves his hands in an attempt to get John's attention.
Hey, yo, over here.
Snaps head to look at Andrew. This is John.
Where did you come from?
I live in this neighborhood, and you are trespassing on my territory.
Sorry, that was supposed to be...
Starts to look... Okay, so John starts to look for something to cut himself down with.
What's the plan, MacGyver?
Well, I'll kill you, use you as bait, and then cut myself...
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
John starts to climb up rope. Realize it's pointless. Drops back down and continues to hang. The unknown man chuckles.
Chicles.
What?
That's just how I pronounce chuckles.
Chicles.
Chicles.
Very France.
Okay.
It's just like, wait, is that how it's pronounced?
It's not. It's not.
When I read that, I was like,
everyone reread that. It's like, where's the accent? Where's the apostrophe?
Is the L in
Now that
front?
I've derailed us. Andrew, go ahead.
So that's it. That's the most effort you're going to put out. You are hopeless.
Why don't you give me some of my tools, and I'll show you how hopeless I can really be.
Oh, look out. We got a badass over here.
Mockingly puts his hands up.
Let's just remind ourselves who is holding the rope up.
Just get me out of this jerk-off.
All right.
The man cuts the rope. The rope falls through the branch, and the knot catches holding him up. Whoa.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
like, whoa, I screwed that up, but go ahead.
Okay. What do you want?
The man starts to laugh out loud at the spectacle.
Holy shit, you should have seen your face.
That wasn't very funny.
Not from where I'm sitting.
Look, I'll help you with whatever you need help with. Just let me down.
Who said I needed help?
Why else would you do this?
Ever thought I was just sick in the head?
I'm considering it.
Alright, I've had my fun.
The man pulls out a dead rabbit out of a hat and throws it away to distract the RIPs. Cuts secondary rope snare. John falls on his back. I added the hat thing because it's funny.
Come on, you big old sack of rocks.
The unknown man motions to John to follow him, then tosses him his bag. They run until they turn the street corner and begin to walk normally, slow down, and then they stop.
Okay, now that that's all said and done, I figure introductions are necessary. So I am...
John quickly pins Andrew to a wall.
Thank you for the sound effects.
Sound effects by 20th Century Fox over there.
Alright, listen here, you little chicken shit.
No, please don't hurt me.
Really? That's it? That's all the effort you're going to put out? You're hopeless.
Very funny. Look, I really do need your help with something.
What do you mean?
Well, I've got traps like the one you were just in set up all over town, but it's hard with the ribs and the...
Well, that's your problem. Sorry.
John turns and starts to walk away.
If you want food, I have plenty.
No thanks, I have food.
John keeps walking away.
But it's not enough.
I'll manage.
He says it over his shoulder.
If you want to get out of here, I know where to get a working car.
John stops and slowly walks back to him.
You know where I can get a boat?
With hesitation.
Well, that's like the...
That's more just like for you.
Why do you have it in italics?
Sorry,
read it.
Sorry! I spent 7 hours fixing this thing. You think I think I've got everything perfect?
Yes.
Wait.
Got the peaks on the waveform.
Okay.
With hesitation.
Okay.
Bro, it's San Diego. There are boats everywhere. But none of them have worked for years. You'll need parts, and I know where to find them.
Fine. I'll help you. But I have some rules.
Okay, what are they?
Okay, bro. Don't leave out the bro.
Okay, bro. Where are they, man? Is that better?
we were
Yes, I love
18
it.
when we wrote this.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, bro,
that
man.
time.
Yeah. Okay. One more time, please.
Can I add like 3 other words besides bro? No. Alright.
Bro self.
Okay, bro. What are they?
1. Don't bullshit me. 2. Do as I say and do as I do. 3. Never, ever call me bro again.
Oh. Yeah, okay. No problem.
What's your name?
Andrew. And it's nice to meet you.
Andrew extends his hand for a handshake. However, John just looks down at it and looks back at Andrew.
John. Come on. We need to get out of the open. Do you have a safe house?
Yeah, this way.
Andrew leads John in the direction of his safe house. Scene 2. Andrew's safe house. Andrew walks in first, and John follows and walks in as Andrew closes off the entrance.
Not too bad, right?
He holds up his hands in a boastful manner.
I think it used to be an old game room, or...
Andrew notices John is looking around.
Yeah, I know it's not the best, but I've managed. Nice view, couches, ping pong, pool. Hey, you want to play?
He gestures towards the pool table in an effeminate manner. Is it over there?
So where's all that food you said you had?
Oh, right.
He walks down the hall to the cellar. Oh, the cellar. John inspects his.
Hold on.
Sorry.
You grammar read this.
Bro.
And cellar is spelled S-E-L-L-E-R.
It's like speaking of drugs.
Yeah, there's just some dead homeless drug addict guy.
Let me just walk down to the guy.
Or did you go in, fix it, and then you forget about it, or
I think I just missed it.
Let me go to my.
I read right over that when I first read this, and I didn't know that.
Let me go to my drug cellar in the cellar.
Yeah, it's just this guy with my watch.
John inspects his inventory.
Soda? Chips? That's it? Are you kidding me?
That's all I could find.
How are you so freaking skinny?
I keep myself active.
Does the water work at least?
Nope.
Where do you get it from then?
I get it from the lake over that direction.
Andrew gestures towards the direction of the lake.
Wherever that might be. Oh gosh. How long have you been staying here?
A few months, a year, I don't know, I lost track.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of what day it is lately.
Yeah. So where are you coming from?
Manhattan.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't think I've ever met someone from the East.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, we're special, I guess. We're not that much different from people out here.
But you guys have been through so much. What were they like?
Over what, like?
You know, the rallies.
John takes a moment to gather himself and takes a deep breath before answering.
They're terrible. You should be lucky that you weren't there to see the massacre. It's a scary moment. I'm scared. See, you don't have to worry about it. We all stutter and we're all great readers. Okay.
And never freeze.
I never freeze.
It's a scary moment.
Yeah. I'm composing
One
myself.
from the top.
Yeah. They're terrible. You should be lucky that you weren't there to see them. It's a scary moment, truly not knowing if you're going to live or die. At least it was quick. They didn't have to go through the hell of being one of those things.
Yeah, I can imagine.
No, you can't.
Isn't the virus infecting people faster now?
Honestly, I haven't been noticing the difference. I usually just try to avoid them.
Oh, all I know is that I used to take a few days for someone to turn. Now it's only taking people less than 24 hours.
Just realized I was supposed to say
It's
not
Fine, it's fine. Just keep going.
See, I was going to say,
I used to take a few days to turn. I flip-flop.
Now only do it
A little
in two.
bipolar. A little bit of bipolar.
Now only take two.
You ever heard of
2 days.
Kanye West? He's dead now, but...
Oh, God. Look, instead of worrying about how quickly people change, we should probably get some rest. I want to get up early tomorrow to start looking for those parts that you were talking about earlier.
Sounds good.
So be warned, I do change sometimes in 2 days, so you never know. I might bite you in your sleep.
Speaking of continuity, when I read that, I actually did go back and check to see if they actually ever mentioned anything about parts. I was like, did he actually say anything about parts? I have to check.
All right, John.
Okay, sorry. Okay, let's just go to sleep.
You know, I really appreciate this. I know you didn't have to do this. I promise you won't regret it.
He looks over to see that John has rolled over with his back to him. Presumably he's asleep within a few seconds.
Right. Or I could just keep talking to myself.
I have a feeling you're used to that already.
Oh, cool, you're up.
Yeah, that's the character you're on. Oh, wait a minute.
No, but you don't understand? I said that without reading the script. So I just threw my phone. I'm like, wow.
Okay.
What the hell?
So
You're a good
sassy.
prognosticator.
My name is David. I was born...
I'm coming around.
Okay. What the hell was that, David? All right. Okay.
Oh, cool, you're up.
Oh, cool, you're up. So, get this. One time
He is interrupted by the sound of a pistol being cocked.
Oh, did I wake you?
Andrew frantically rolls over, and both men quickly fall asleep.
He skipped his dialogue.
The script!
No. Oh! Yeah, there's like a whole other half of it.
They hear the gun and they just fall asleep.
It's like... No, he gets so
Guess
scared.
I'll fall asleep.
He gets so scared he passes out.
That doesn't matter.
Okay, Andrew, go ahead.
No, go from there.
No, this is just...
That works better.
He's interrupted by the sound of a pistol being cocked. Period. Andrew continued.
Wait, Andrew, continue. Hold on.
Yeah.
Just read that line. Just read that line again. The whole thing.
Oh, did I?
Oh, just the end?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Good night. Yeah, just do that one over here.
Oh, did I wake you? Sorry, good night.
Now Andrew frantically rolls over and both men quickly fall asleep.
Both manly men.
Manly, burly, man.
Yeah.
We fall asleep together.
Warriors of humankind.
Scene 3, Andrew's safe house. John is awoken to the rattling of ratchets and tools. John sits up, rubs his eyes, and groggily gets up to starts walking over.
He's woken by Ratchet and Clank. Every time I read that, I said that to myself. It's like Ratchet and Clank.
By Ratchet.
Ratchet. Alright. How are you doing?
Oh, it's a new trap that I thought of last night. It's a mechanism that holds the rope here, and then after the rip trips it, the counterweight pulls the...
English, please.
It's trip wire that fires an arrow.
Why didn't you just start with that?
Well, technically I did. I had to dumb it down for you.
You have about 5 seconds to restate that. Sorry. You have about 5 seconds to rephrase that statement.
5, 4.
What I mean to say is that someone that didn't know engineering needs it to be simplified.
3.
2.
You know what? I just think I misspoke. Sorry, that was on me.
So what's the plan today?
Well, I have to check and reset the traps up around town. While we're out and about, we can look for parts for your boat.
Sounded like you had something else to say. It sounded like that sentence was going to
I'm trying to make inflection with a question as I'm reading. Trying not to read ahead.
Alright, get all the stuff you need. And let's go out there. I read that wrong.
Let's get out of here. Alright, scene 4. Dirt path.
Hey, you think you can check this one for me?
Why?
I have a bad history with this one.
Fine, you fancy, I'll do it.
John pulls out his knife and starts to veer around the corner, checking the trap.
There's nothing here.
You have to go further than that. What are you...
John checks further around the corner. Suddenly, a zombie lunges from the inside of a divot while it's stuck in a trap. John is startled and falls back on his butt.
Did you find it?
I think I did.
John quickly gets up and dispatches the zombie. I don't know how, but he does.
Probably with a knife in the head or something. Why didn't you warn me?
I did.
You did not.
I said there might be.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I thought you... It was implied when I said that I asked you to do it instead.
That's actually pretty good.
You suck.
Alright, I'll just go around and remove the body, reset the trap, put fresh bait.
Andrew goes around to the trap.
Oh my god, you really did a number on this guy.
Yeah, I nearly crap myself. Just remember the next time when you piss me off.
Will do.
Andrew continues setting the trap while John keeps watch. Then they hear the screams of a girl.
Yeah, it's time. We need to go.
I heard it. Hold on, I'm almost done.
You didn't hear me? I said now.
Alright, I'm done. Let's go help.
John begins walking the opposite direction. Andrew runs to get in front of him.
You don't think she needs help?
Look, we don't have time to help every single survivor we come across.
Why were you telling me to hurry up then?
Her screams will probably attract more. Let's move.
If you were in her shoes, wouldn't you want help?
I wouldn't need help.
Well, she isn't you, John. We need to help her.
John looks back to where the screams came from with frustration. Scene 5, church building. Cuts to a young woman running through the building chased by rips. She then turns into another hallway and hides in the closet, then holds the door shut. The audience sees zombies turn in the hallway, slow down, and start to smell the air. Then they start to bang on the door. All of a sudden, one by one, they get shot in the head.
Yeah, that is you.
You are Kat.
Is anyone there?
John walks over, removes the bodies in front of the door, then knocks on the door.
It's fine. You can come out now.
Silence.
Hello?
Are you with Ross?
Who the hell is Ross?
The door flings open dramatically and she jumps into John's arms.
Say it like that.
I was like, who the hell is Ross? That's how I pictured him saying it. Just like, who the hell hell's Ross? Like, what is this now?
Who's a Ross? What's a Ross? Where's a Ross?
I know, like, you're saying that like that's common knowledge. Who the hell is that?
You are the new guy, so
I know, I know, that's just a picture of just being the new guy going, the hell? Sorry.
The door flings open and she jumps into John's arms.
Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough.
No, clearly you can. Please let go.
Squeezing out of the hug.
I'm like,
John squeezes out of the hug.
That's like squeeze out of a hug. Does he phase through her body?
no, see, this was one of the things that I left because it was poorly worded.
It's just like,
Yeah, just like, I was like, that makes no sense. I'm leaving that.
oh, Cat, is that a parallel with Kitty Pryde?
I don't
Hence the
know.
phasing? No, I'm just...
I don't know.
Went all Gmod on her.
I just T-posed out of it.
Yeah.
Alright, that's you.
Alright, well, thank you anyway.
John just turns and leaves before she finished talking.
Come on, Andy.
Andrew.
John ignores him. Both start to walk toward the door, the young woman following close behind them. John gets to the front door, then stops.
Why are you following us?
I need your help.
John quickly turns around.
I already helped you.
He opens the door and walks out of the building. The young woman follows behind him, reaching
to the
for his
door,
arm.
turn around. Doesn't say no to turn around. Backs out the door.
Yeah, no, yeah. Just goes, I already helped you. Backs out the door.
Door wasn't open.
I know, yeah. No, see, this is one of the things I left because it's like, it makes no sense.
No, it does. He phases.
Oh, that's right. He just T-posed out the door.
Oh, man, I forgot to play shift.
Gosh.
All right, Cat.
That's cool, but I'm still talking.
Where am I?
Listen, lady.
There. It's a bunch of like, listen, lady. That's almost like a response to what she said, not even like in the dialogue. She's like, listen
Oh,
here.
man, I just read the dialogue.
Alright. Listen, lady. I'm already pushing my limits with this teddy bear over here, and I can't afford to carry around any more dead weight.
Wait, did you just call me
So, unless you have some earth-shattering developments to share, we are done here.
The sound of 3 large vehicle engines can be heard from a distance.
Thinking more like really big jeeps, but sure, yeah.
I mean, I can't do this.
Freaking chicka chicka boom boom, I guess. Alright.
Oh crap, they're here.
She grabs John and Andrew's shirt sleeves and begins to run away. So she like...
Was it arm? It was arm before.
Was it?
Yeah, I remember. Did you rewrite that?
No.
An arm.
No. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. No, like all the things, like all the stage directions were in parentheses, which is terrible. I basically took all of them, took out the parentheses, and put them in italics. So, like unless there was like grammar mistakes, or unless like the stage direction itself didn't make sense, I changed a little bit. Most of it, I left. I left that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah. Wait, who's here?
no time to explain. We need to get out of the open.
Our place isn't too far from here.
Oh, that's right. You need
Mike,
Oh, no, sorry.
Hey, the place isn't too far from here.
Left it backwards. Yeah.
Wait, I'm like still standing back,
still
reflecting.
here.
I'm a teddy bear.
What does that even mean?
No, it's like, did you just go? All right.
Like Build a Bear or Beanie.
Am I like Winnie the Pooh? Or? Oh, here, you read that one.
Thank you. Our place isn't too far from here.
Perfect.
All 3 of them are able to escape just barely as they head towards Andrew's safe house. Scene 6. Andrew's safe house. They made it...
I love how you are already so comfortable with how your character is so comfortable with mine. It's like, our place isn't too far from here. It's like, oh, it's our place now.
Be a damn teddy bear.
We sound like a gay couple. It's like, oh, our place isn't too far from here, girl. me and this teddy bear got you. Okay, sorry.
They made it
I
back
just
to the
realized
safe
how that
house.
sounded.
They made it back to the safe house. Kat sits down and Andrew gets some water, which was established that he did not have.
Gets her some water. Well, I mean, he
He
okay.
said he had a lake.
He said he had a lake. He said he
He
had
gathers water from the lake.
Yeah, he said,
I have a lake.
is the water running? He said, no, but I get water from there. That was established. Shut your face.
We have a hole.
That was
a lake.
that was one thing that we got right so
We're
far.
like, no, we gotta have food and water.
Yes.
Done.
That's it.
Otherwise, it's not a safe house.
Otherwise, it makes no sense. Otherwise, the story makes no sense. All right, sorry. I'm so sorry. Go for it. Oh no, sorry. Can you read that line again?
They made it back to the safe house. Kat sits down and Andrew gets her some water.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Imagine with a fedora, my lady.
Gigantic bowler cap. Shimmies out the top.
You got the cane. It's like, hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Okay. Oh. Hey, Andrew. Come here for a second.
You sure? What's up?
Andrew follows John into another room when John closes it behind him. He promptly smacks him on the back of the head. Ka-smack.
What did I do?
How were you thinking bringing her here?
She's a beautiful girl in trouble in the middle of an apocalypse. Why do you think I brought her here?
Oh, God. Are you actually trying to hook up with this girl?
Dude, it's been 2 years.
I have a feeling it's been longer for you.
Well, that was below the belt.
When was the last time you were with a girl you didn't have to blow up?
You're so insensitive.
You little liberal piece.
Just get this escalate.
This dialogue was written 4 years ago. Now saying you're so insensitive, that's just so like, are you a liberal on its nature? Oh my gosh.
You hurt my feelings.
I need to fix this.
I have emotions.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, so. Yeah, sorry, read one more time, sorry.
You are so insensitive.
You didn't deny it.
Screw you, man.
Andrew storms out of the room.
Sorry. Yeah, go show her your doll collection.
Andrew quickly
Sorry, I'm
walks
so
back.
sorry. Let me read that again. I'm laughing. Yeah, go show her your doll collection.
Andrew quickly walks back and sharply points his finger at his doll collection.
That's so good. That's so good.
All right. Andrew quickly walks back and sharply points a finger at John.
That's a good way to
That's how Nick would have done it.
That's true. We
And-
originally wrote that part for Nick. Awesome.
Yeah.
Andrew closes the door behind him. John composes himself and re-enters the room with Andrew and the young woman.
Okay, so for anything else, do you have a name?
Catherine, but most people just call me Kat.
Right. Okay. What do you need help with?
It's my sister. She was taken by Ross and his people, and I can't get back by myself.
Sorry, that was supposed to be can't get her back by myself. I'm so sorry. I'm
Just,
sorry. See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. I left most of the dialogue alone, so stuff like this comes up.
let's just read it even if it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just read it again without the stuff at the end.
Wait, what?
Just read it.
Read it without all of us talking at the end of it. Like, oh wait, that's not how that was supposed to be.
Okay. It's my sister. She was taken by Ross and his people, and I can't get her back myself.
Ross has her? Well, she's as good as gone.
Okay, who's this Ross guy you guys keep talking about? Talking in the corner?
It's like the Smash Bros. Up.
No, he just comes in like Captain Falcon. Oh yeah! Show me your moves! Sorry.
Oh, yes, Captain Falcon never goes, oh yeah!
That's right.
He's fused with the Kool-Aid Man.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Who the hell is this Ross guy you guys keep talking about?
It's a group led by an ex-Marine sergeant. I'm sorry, guys.
Do we agree with Captain?
There needs to be
No,
like a
it was originally general, but then we changed it because the gunnery
No, it was
sergeant.
the captain.
Well, no, it was we changed it because the gunnery sergeant logo looked a lot cooler. I remember this. I remember that conversation. Gunnery sergeant, the patch for that looked really cool, and it went with kind of like the theme of like how he runs his people. So we were like, oh, that makes more sense. Just do that, kind of like for theme and symbolism crap. He's a gunnery sergeant.
He's like,
Yeah. Also, Captain Ross sounds too much like a Marvel hero. Captain Ross.
I don't think Marines have captains.
don't they?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Anyway, okay, that's neither here nor there. So start that over.
Okay. It's a group led by an ex-Marine, Sergeant Ross. He has a special group of men he served with, plus a whole community ready to die for him.
The men were very special.
Special Ed. Yeah. Doug just proved that there is
All the
Marine
ranks
things.
are still through all the branches.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, why wouldn't they have that in?
Well, I don't know, because in
You think
RC,
captains for a ship?
No.
Well, I mean, the Marines are derived from the Navy, so
Don't
that's
tell them that because
Yeah.
I know. They get mad. All right. All right. Yeah, it is. It's like, yeah, he doesn't sound like a dictator. Sorry, that sounds dangerous. I'm staying out of it.
We don't even know what.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Read that again.
We don't even know what.
I don't care. I'm not. I sound such an ass. I forgot.
Yes, we made you an ass.
That's right. I remember.
Like,
yeah.
that was your whole character lesson.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Sorry, I'm not putting myself on the line to fight an army.
Anyway, they capture travelers, take their supplies.
Tell me more about them. Won't change my mind. Are you gonna tell me?
Tell us.
This is when Andrew takes some massive shite in the corner.
Andrew, we have buckets. Oh, there are buckets now.
We have one, and it's for water.
Oh no!
Oh, that's what that's for.
Tell me, Mao. Tell me, Mao. Tell me more about them. Won't change my mind. Are you going to tell us anything about your sister?
Well, if you'd let me finish, they were chasing us, and we got separated, and...
Wait. Do you even know for a fact that they have her?
Well, no, I don't. I can't get in close enough to see if she is in there without one of the men seeing me. Plus, I wouldn't be able to take on all of his men at once. Maybe a few, but there are so many.
Sorry.
So many.
That's okay.
There are some.
I'm seeing all this too. I'm
There
like,
are some. Many people.
I changed the format, but not a lot of the dialogue, as I said. So sorry.
You changed the format.
It's easier to read because before it was like there was like parentheses all over the place and it looked like garbage. It gave me a headache to read. Sorry, you can start that over. Sorry.
Maybe a few, but there are so many people working for him. It's overwhelming.
No way, forget it. I'm not going to be running around blindly with another stranger. All I came here for is a boat so I could get off this country. Sorry, that's not how that's supposed to be.
Off this
You want to
country.
get off this America?
No. The thing is though, there's another line. Well, no, there's another line that I remember where he says, "Get off this rock," but so I mixed those two lines together. Sorry, let me start that.
Get off this country. Jump.
Yeah, I'm free.
Oh, gravity.
Damn you, gravity. No way, forget it. I'm not going to be running around blindly with another stranger. All I came here for was a boat so I could get out of this country. I'm sorry, but you're on your own.
No, please. She's all I got left.
How do you know she's there? Sorry. How do you know she's there? For that matter, how do you know she's not one of those things? Sorry, I read that wrong, but just go with it.
It's called having faith.
Oh, yeah, I used to have faith in a lot of things.
What happened?
What happened? Well, I had thoughts, and that kind of screws up the faith thing a little bit.
And you're just like...
I'm like,
And you're
You're just T-posing in the corner. You're just sitting there going,
I feel like Andrew's character would be like,
just opening bags of loud chips.
"You guys want to hear a joke? By the way, I have one movie. You want to watch it?
It's Saving Private Ryan.
No.
It's kind of scratched, so like we can only really watch half of it.
It's Shrek 2. But only halfway through the movie.
What are you guys on right now?
No. The thing is though, this is our podcast. Like this is
No. This is just them. This isn't a show or an act. This is what they do.
Yeah.
What do you mean they? You're part of this. Like you were a part of this before they were.
Doug's like, I need to talk to my agent
I just
about.
meant the commentary.
Preaching from a sinking boat there, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like, hey, Pop, the kettle's calling. You're saying you're black.
All right.
Sorry. Where were we?
Please stop, Marks. We need
Oh, yeah,
your help.
sorry. Okay, so it was after my thoughts mess up my faith thing.
I think you're on. Wait, now it's. Then what happened?
she's on
Just your
Please,
sister.
yeah.
No, she's on Please.
All right.
Yeah.
I just wanted to pronounce. Like,
Please, I need your help. We have to save them.
Wait, now it's them? What happened to your sister?
They have more prisoners. We can't just leave them there.
Sorry, we're not a rescue squad. Okay, I read that and I thought, okay, I gotta add this line because that sounds so funny.
No, that movie is such shit. I'm not degrading our movie.
No. Well, no, it's joking. It's like it's calling it
I
out.
wasn't even in there.
I don't think you're entitled. I don't think you're like.
I don't think we
I don't think you have like the rapport to like be able to call out Suicide Squad.
I don't think we haven't earned that yet.
Yeah.
When is this taking place? Because I don't think either Will Smith or Jared Leto will be relevant at all.
No.
It was supposed to be like, around this time, actually.
Yeah.
When this movie
when all this.
But it's only a few years have passed too.
Yeah, so Suicide Squad probably wouldn't have happened.
Somewhere.
Imagination.
It came out during the apocalypse.
Okay. I love how as soon as we got to that line, Doug was like, "Oh God, you added, didn't you?" Okay, sorry, we're not a rescue squad.
Oh,
That's you,
I didn't.
Where am I?
Alright, sorry. It's sorry.
Oh, I was.
Don't call Jared Leto and Will Smith. I'm sure they're available. Sorry.
Kat starts to get a little teary-eyed. She hated that movie.
Give me flashbacks.
Fine. I'll figure something else out. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
No,
That's what I mean.
That's fine.
I figured something else out.
Fine, I figure something else in
Russia.
Northern Russia.
Kat fights back tears and even has a few
Trust me, you're better off alone. Less weight and less heartache.
What the hell are you so afraid of? Oh.
Silence. Just
Science! Andrew's just like, oh. No, he's like that cat from Boots and Boots.
Yeah.
finish the chips, now eating Skittles.
Because we have those.
Because we have those. Yeah,
We got all the junk food. Yeah.
You need to leave.
Okay.
Man, these chips are stale.
That's what you get for storing chips.
No, I think we all need to just calm down. We need to give each other space. Time to cool off, okay?
Andrew stares at John to imply that he is the one that needs to calm down.
Asshole.
John just give a cold stare. John.
I'm no kid.
Andrew stares and John to imply that he is the one that needs to calm down. John just give a cold stare and walks out of the room.
Nice robot reading.
He is one.
Scene 7. Safe house roof. Cuts to Kat sitting on the roof watching the sunset. John comes in and sits next to her.
Wait, what? Oh, there's like nothing for you.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah. Andrew definitely takes the side wheel in this movie a lot.
Hey, Ross, you like Skittles?
Oh no, Ross comes in quick.
Ross comes in with a force.
Yeah, not even like, oh, it's Ross. It's Ross. It's done. Movie over.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Checkmate.
Hey.
Hey.
Or that.
Look, I'm sorry about your sister, but if Ross is as bad as you guys say he is, what makes you believe she's still alive?
Faith.
Oh yeah, that.
Is that your sister or something? Sorry.
It's funny because the sister's name's Hope, so it's funny.
You forgot about that?
No.
We just needed a name. We're like, Hope.
We're like, Hope, sure. Yeah, no, exactly. Hope is like a good 12-year-old girl name. It doesn't make a good, 16-year-old name, but whatever.
Doesn't make like a 70-year-old woman name.
No.
Sorry.
No, because she doesn't have any hope left.
Yeah.
I know that was terrible. Sorry. Alright, oh yeah, that. Sorry. Okay, so, oh yeah, that.
Why are you here if you don't mind me asking?
I do mind asking.
Well, too bad. Tell me.
John gives a slight glare at Kat. She glares back sarcastically.
Stickily.
Alright. I'm here for a boat.
You are a master storyteller. You know that.
Uh-huh.
Come on, I need more than that. Why are you with him?
He's helping me find parts to fix the boat.
Fix?
Yeah, why?
There are fun.
The distant dark corner just this is better than a soap opera.
Hey guys, I found some Kit Kat bars.
More than one person? This is the best I ever.
Yeah.
I have friends.
They all hate
He's
him.
on his Facebook account. Look, we are sitting on the roof now. Just a picture of them too.
No, he took a selfie with them in the background. Yeah.
They're like that big.
Okay. Alright. Yeah,
Best
why?
day of my life.
There are plenty of perfectly functioning boats. In fact, Ross even owns a few. What did Andrew tell you?
That little shit told me that they all didn't work. I'm gonna kill him.
John gets up with bad intentions. Kat grabs his arm to pull him back.
Bad intentions. I forget that. Oh god. That sounds like the name of like an Avenged Sevenfold song.
Yeah,
Bad intentions.
Yeah.
Ew.
I think it is.
Kim's next perfume line.
Oh, okay. All right.
Take it easy. He's probably pretty lonely. He just wanted someone to talk to, and you were the first person that didn't try to eat his face off.
Just like in real life, actually.
Lucky me.
You have...
By the way, there's a little thing.
You have short temper. I got to that point. That's why I texted you. I need to fix something.
It's like Kat is like, you have short temper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please
Am
read
I
it.
supposed to be Russian?
Sits
You need
back
to
down.
do it like Rush.
You have short temper.
Evan, that's where I texted you. I got to that point in the script, and I was
Alright,
like,
alright.
I spent 7 hours looking at this thing. Everything kind of mixed together and became gray. I missed a lot, okay?
Okay. Sits back down.
You have short temper.
That actually works a little bit better. You can be saying that sarcastically. That's kind of funny. It actually works a little bit better, honestly.
Okay. You have a short temper.
Yeah, I get it from my dad, I think.
Were you too close?
No, not really. He left when I was 7.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think I turned out pretty well without him. I know, that's supposed to be kind of ironic, kind of like...
People just... it's still nice to have a dad.
So I've heard. Okay, pause. This is where I had to add this bit of dialogue so that the end twist made sense. Okay, so you know what's going on because this won't sound familiar to you. I promise. Okay, all right, go for it.
I had a pretty good relationship with my mom. I still worry that I won't see them ever again.
What makes
What made
I messed that up a little bit, but that's fine. What makes you think you'll ever see them again? Wait, let me guess. Faith, right?
Yep. That and this picture.
Kat reaches into her pocket and takes out a picture of her mom and she younger.
Oh my god! I was tired when I wrote this.
But part
"Hey, she younger."
And then she was.
wait. I want to read this.
You
Okay.
ever read it like the new like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory narrator? With the stupid deep voice with the slightly Cajun accent.
Kat reaches into her pocket and take out a picture of her mom and when she younger. But part of the picture was ripped away.
It was in the Jolly Noticed.
Oh, that's alright.
Oh my gosh! Okay. God,
That Willy Wonka was.
it was an Oompa Loompa.
It's an Oompa Loompa.
What happened to the picture?
Kat reaches out and places her hand on John's shoulder. in an
Wait,
effort
no!
to console.
Oh no!
John gets up and walks back inside. What happened?
I left out the rest of it.
There's more?
There was supposed to be more.
Oh well.
Oh, wow.
Kat reaches out and places her hand.
No, there was
on
supposed
John.
to be a line saying it's like I my dad left when I was younger too, and then this is the only thing I had. Like, I don't know, I forget what I was.
It's
what I
fine.
was gonna write.
Add part in Andrew's still not in.
Where's Andrew? He's like, what?
Like, it was
They're done.
basically it was meant to set up the thing at the end, but it was supposed to be like the picture is like of her mom. It's supposed to be just of her mom, despite of what I wrote.
Hey guys, I found some onion. Never mind, it's just rubber.
And she
Like the ball in the cup.
it was-
Guys, check it out.
It was supposed to be a picture of her mom when she was younger, and like half the picture was gone, and that was what I was supposed to write, despite what it says. Now, oh gosh,
But that
Like,
did
is
not
that the one that
happen.
you have, like the, wait, oh.
wait, what?
We are now on
Okay,
Act
sorry.
2,
Sorry.
so we have finished the first act.
Good grief! All right, so that was the end of this part. Golly.
That was a little chaotic, but we got through the first act.
Okay.
I think that was pretty great.
Okay.
This is good.
Next time on Nerdin' Out, Act 2 of Promised Land.